city streets with a Grand Prix takes 6 weeks, and another 3 weeks to dismantle. Impressive considering the Singapore Grand Prix takes 4 months to prepare, so they should be starting about now.
Hello, hello. All right. Welcome, everyone, to Formula Worldwide Leagues presents Friday Night Lights. This is round 12, the final round in Season X, our 10th season. And although we have the Drivers' Championship already wrapped up by RRK Lawrence, who is taking the night off and probably his last night racing with us since he does not plan on getting the the new game, because apparently the new game is absolute shite. Everybody hates it, and people are fleeing like rats off of a sinking ship. I'm your host, JimCab, and Donut is off doing something with his wife, I think. Family stuff. Massive decided he was going to race, although he sat in the pits. And we do still have a Constructors' Championship, so Sketchy Bull's currently sitting in pole with Miggs subbing in, reserving in from WTF with a 109.725 in second place. Shaney, he hasn't been around in months, decides to show up today and ask if he could sign up for a full-time seat, but no, because the season's over. But welcome, Shaney. Welcome back, and let's see what you can do. You've posted a 109.859 for P3 as the time runs out. Somebody just got disqualified there. I don't know who that was. Oh, that was Shaney. What the hell did Shaney do to get disqualified? We're following along with Roca in the Haas. He's also a reserve in from WTF, currently sitting in 12th place with a 113.055. But your top three right now, Sketchy Bull, Miggs, and Curtis Chaos. So we got two Ferraris up in the top three. The Schmers, who also announced that this will likely be his last race in FWL for the foreseeable future, putting up a P4 of 110.282. Followed by TTV in the Alpine, again, a reserve in from WTF. A lot of FNL drivers decided to skip out on the last race. But as I said, we do have a Constructors' Championship up for grabs. Haas with Spicy Noogies and Roca are currently in the lead by about 19 points or 21 points. And then behind them is, who is behind them? AlphaTauri, actually. And with AlphaTauri, we've got Nick Arrow, and I think he's on his own tonight. Yeah, he is on his own, the sole AlphaTauri. And then the Red Bulls of Sketchy Bull, the three-time FNL champion, with Joban, who also has recently announced his inevitable retirement from Formula One racing as he's moving on to the pastures of iRacing. I'm trying to quickly get these names in here, but things are not going as I planned. So while we wait everybody to get their setups and their strategies good, I'm going to do some work in the servers here in Mexico. And So who am I missing here? I think KDM, TTV, Shaney. Who's in 8th place? 8th place is Chaos Corrupted. Why is he not showing up? That's weird. And then in the Haas, in 12th is Roca. So I'm just, folks, just following along with me, outwardly rambling as I fix the results for qualification as we wait for everybody to get going. I think that's enough time. So I'm going to instruct them. Let's go, motherfuckers. 2 minutes is enough time. Okay, so I've given these clowns the go-ahead. First place, as I mentioned before, our Arcade Lawrence in the Haas has clinched the championship. He finished the season with 248 points in 11 races. Second place is still up for grabs. It's between Nick Arrow and Sketchy Bull. The other two teams battling in that Constructors' Championship, AlphaTauri and Red Bull. Nick's got 139 with Sketchy with 135, so it's a very tight race for second place there. With Gifted being off tonight, he will stay in fourth. So it'll be second and third will be between Nick and Sketchy, and we will see soon enough how that pans out. Haas currently have 171 points, with AlphaTauri in second, 153 points. Now not the downfall, but the disadvantage that AlphaTauri has tonight is the fact that it's just Nick. He doesn't have a teammate with him tonight, so it all lies on his shoulders. It's a tall order because we do have two Haas cars on the grid, and Roca is actually a pretty solid driver in WTF. It'll be interesting to see what he can manage here. I'm kind of pulling for him, pulling for the Mexican to get a point or two in there with a tight circuit like Monaco. As if you keep clean and you stay out of the mess like I did on Wednesday night, you could actually finish in the top 10 no problem. I think we did have 17 or so drivers. Maybe I'm misremembering that, but despite having a less than stellar race, I still managed to bring it home for P6. So it is possible here. And remember, FNL does follow the Formula One scoring system, whereas the rest of the FWL divisions have a custom scoring, so that points go down to 16th place, which is something that Formula One and the FIA are considering. Nothing official. There's been rumors of it going down to 12, down to, I want to say 15 maybe. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out, or if it's just a little flash in the pan. As always, when we race at Monaco, we race at Monaco in the perfect setting at nighttime. I'm glad that the dynamic weather held off and gave us a dry race. I'll be honest, I was really concerned for a wet race, and it'd be kind of ugly. But you know what? Maybe we need it ugly. But not tonight. I want to see a good battle here. We've got the two Haas's in 6th and 12th place. The Red Bulls in 1st and 10th. And then Nick is way down in 13th place. So currently, Red Bulls have the advantage. But it's going to require both Haas's DNFing in this race and them scoring very high. I believe it's first and third place. All right, the grid is formed. We're ready to go. This is a very odd angle. I can't see the lights. Their engines are revving. I can't see what's... Oh, here we go. Safety car is listed right away. The moment we hit green, we've got a safety car. Very interesting. I don't see anyone who had a problem. We do see some movement on the grid, so that's interesting. Let's take a look at the position changes. Oh, KTM. Maybe KTM or Foe stalled out, and the safety car decided no. We need to bring that out. I mean, that's very strange. If I'm gonna complain about anything about this game, it's just how consistent some of these little bugs are. Or inconsistent they are. It's just beyond me. I don't get it. So we're gonna go around the track here for at least 10-second time penalty for corner cutting. Nick Arrow, what did you do? What's going on over here? Oh, he's up in 7th place. He started. Oh yeah, he started like another 5-second penalty. What is he doing? Okay, so the strategy right now is hards to mediums or a 2-stop of medium to soft. The shadows are really off in this. That's really odd. Never noticed that before. I'm going to nitpick at all this shit in this game. I'm so fucking annoyed. So annoyed. Okay, we're going to follow along with Nick because, I mean, he's picked up 2 big penalties. And I didn't catch it, but is he being crazy or is something wrong with this game? Oh, wait, hold on a second. The lobby is bugged. Hold on a second. Okay, so, yeah, we're going to have to bail out of this race. Everybody retire. Oh. Oh. There's some people making carnage, which is fun. Everybody's leaving the session. I'm going to follow this along for a little bit, actually. That's fun. It's fun. Miggs has left the session. I mean, my whole thing is bugged out. I can't do anything. All right, everybody. Well, let's take a pause here as we restart this motherfucker. Oh, motherfuckers. So annoying, so annoying. Let's Standard reduced. Low fuel mode is hard. Collisions are on. Strict. Formation lap is off. Dude. I'm going to say this right now. Shaney, you really fucking annoy me. Like, really fucking annoy me, man. All right, now that that's been dealt with, let's get back to fucking racing. So we're going to take another crack at this. We're down to 16 drivers. We've turned off the formation lap. What the hell is that? Don't forget your setups. Oh, I'm telling you. I don't know what I'm telling you, but I'm telling you. Okay, while we sit here and wait, let me ramble on a little bit for you folks. Sketchy's on pole. The Haas both need to finish in order to clinch the Constructors' Championship with the absence of Lawrence. And what's the over-under on people DNFing? I'm going to say... I'm going to say 6 people DNF. That's my estimation. Excuse me. Get me a bit of a drink of water. Okay, so this is the final round of Friday Night Lights for Season X here at Formula Worldwide Leagues. Although this is not the final race of the season because our 2 European divisions will be racing tomorrow, Division 1, and on Sunday, which has been moved up 2 hours to 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 6 p.m. BST or British Time. I think everyone should be good now. Oh, wait a second. How's that going to work? Oh, there he is. Was he in a party of his own? Everyone good? Let's go. Let's go then. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, people. Should be getting underway any moment now. It's taking a painful amount of time. Not as painful as apparently the F124 game will be. If you haven't heard already, the buzz is all around. It's a big shit show. The handling is all arcadey and shit, and you can pull like drifts, and I didn't experience that when I was beta testing it. But what do I know? It's quite possible that the game is different. All right, here we go. No formation lap. 5 lights on, 5 lights off. Off we go. Everybody's off to a bit of a slow start there. But as we get into turn 1, Sketchy is in the lead with 2 Ferraris in tow with a bit of movement at the back of the field. It looks like Nick Arrow has moved from 13th up to 10th place. And you're either running a hard medium one-stop strategy or a medium soft two-stop strategy. That's your standard choices. The volume seems to have dropped out there a little bit, and I do believe the Roach Man has joined us as well.
Yeah, I'm here. Was not expecting an invite. I'm sorry.
That's all good. That's all good. We figured we'd just get things rolling finally as we stand above the crowd and above the track, and Sketchy pulling out a lead. Can he make it actually a full second in the first lap? I mean, the thing is it's still F123, and he has 2 whole laps to build that gap, and I think he's going to easily make it happen right here.
Seems like something that he could easily do, especially since it is F123. You have 3 laps until DRS is open.
Yeah, it'll be
So
at the
much
beginning
more
of
time
the beginning of next lap, but there's no DRS until the end of the 3rd lap anyway. So I will say, when I played the beta on Monday, it was really nice to have DRS be available after the first lap. I loved that. Does the audio go really, really low for you when they go through the swimming pool section there?
I tend to lower my audio on game. That way I can hear the co-commentator better.
Yeah, I've neglected to do that myself, but we have not a lot of people have made any big moves except for Nick Arrow, who is now into 10th place, or sorry, 8th place, I should say, chasing down Heat Gang and a pair of Alpines, trying to make his way up to that top 5 position. My throat is suddenly on fire, so when I pause, you're welcome to jump in.
Alright.
Of course, the night I decide to do this. But yeah, like I said, we're following along with Nick Arrow. He's moved up 5 positions. He's in 8th. Nope, make that 6 as he makes quick work of Heat Gang and he starts to hunt down TTV One Man.
It was a beautiful move on Heat.
Absolutely. I mean, it's really hard to pass on here. And if you have somebody who really knows how to block... Oh, Roca retired. What happened there? Oh, did he go into the pits and retire? It looks like he did.
Yes, that was a pit retirement.
Okay, well, the game's going to throw him out on track anyway, because that's how that works. Let's not pretend that F123 is the perfect game, too, you know?
It's not.
Ooh, and Pac-Man's picked up 3 seconds.
Excited to see how League Race is going to run on 24.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to give it a shot, but... Oh! TTV struggling.
Slide.
Oh!
Ooh.
They come together. There's not a lot of room there.
I thought that was a
Oh,
gap
and then Nick goes sliding. I'm pretty sure that was a bit of a tank slapper there. I should check the telemetry and see, does he have any damage?
I was riding on board with him for that. So.
Oh, and we have a caution in Sector 2, but that's already cleared. Okay, well, he does not have any damage. However, Heat Gang behind him does have a little bit of front wing damage. The other drivers on the circuit...
How were you able to tell?
Is, what's that?
How were you able to tell?
Chaos Corrupted also has front wing damage. And Joban, down in 15th place, has front wing damage. Looks like before Roca retired, he also had front wing damage. So, disappointing showing for him tonight.
Disappointing. Pac-Man got a penalty for track infringements.
Yeah, I just caught that a little bit.
And so did Shaney.
So they're starting to come already on lap 5. They're making quick work of these laps. but I do suspect that there's a bit of a drop-off. Now, who's on what tires here? Because I see a lot of yellows and whites out there, but is anybody on any... Oh, Joban just retired in the pits? I do believe he did.
Yep, in the pits.
Doesn't look like he had any damage, but...
We have Chaos on the soft tires.
Chaos is on the soft tires. Oh, he's
Everybody
got
else is
front
on
wing
mediums and
damage.
hards.
Him and Heat Gang are battling out. KDM in from WTF, our 3-time WTF champion. Subbing in tonight for his team Aston Martin. He's up in 4th place tonight. Or sorry, 8th place tonight. And, making some decent progress. Scoring points tonight would be a huge win for him and Aston Martin as his team principal, the Schmers, announced his FWL retirement. I see Chaos is...
sucks to hear.
Yeah, exactly. I will truly miss seeing him race. He's probably one of the better racers we've had over these past 3 years, 10 seasons. So hopefully he'll come back. Maybe they'll have a great big old patch for F124, or maybe even in 25 they'll figure something out.
And we have Pack in the wall.
And a safety car. Full course safety car.
Yeah, well, where he is, I would expect a safety car. He was sideways going through the area where Miggs retired yesterday. Oh, not
okay.
yesterday, Wednesday night.
Wednesday night, yeah, okay. I didn't catch where that happened for Miggs, so...
Happened right after the long sweeping left.
Oh, yeah.
Like
you can easily lose the end there and find yourself pointed perpendicular to the wall there. We're following along with Pac-Man now, and wingless, as he's trying to hurry hard, get back to the pits, take advantage of the safety car, and maybe kind of erase a little bit of that mistake of his.
This really helped out Chaos, is what I'm seeing, because Chaos boxed last lap, or the lap the safety car came in.
Yes, yeah. So that's truly helping him as well.
Plays...
He did pit, but his front wing has not been changed, which is very strange. Either that, or he broke it again. So, which, I mean,
Monaco,
that's possible.
I could see that happening. Yeah. How do you tell when their wings are damaged?
I'm using the tool that we capture all the data tells me. So all of the results that we post online, it's pulled from the this tool that I run on my computer. So.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Racing League Tools, and it's actually used by a lot of leagues. So our partner league, Thursday whatever, they use it. What's the other league that I was part of? Oh, BBRL, they use it as well. So and I've seen a whole bunch of other leagues that use it. It's a pretty big community that gets together and helps the developer kind of build, because it was just built by this one guy. So.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. But yeah, I do have live telemetry whenever I'm capturing these races. So we have Heat Gang with a rear wing damage, so he can't get that fixed. It'll be interesting to see if that really impacts him for the rest of this race. It does look like Chaos Corrupted did get his front wing fixed. He's sitting in 14th place. And right now, our leader, Sketchy Bull, probably lost a little bit of that advantage pulling away from the DRS. But Curtis and Miggs still holding on strong in 2nd and 3rd place.
A good result for the Ferraris is as it stands at the moment.
Now, Spicy's in the Haas, sitting in 5th. His teammate has DNF'd. So he's going to have to pull in these points all by himself today. Right now he has, the team has a, what, it's going to make me do math here, an 18-point lead over AlphaTauri. So as long as he finishes ahead of Nick, he's solid. And Red Bull are pretty much a wash because they're 40 points back, and Joe Band's out of this race, so there's no way they can catch up at this point.
Who's leading the constructors at the moment?
Haas are leading the constructors, so it's basically a battle between Spicy and Nick, who are also fighting for second place in the drivers' standings. So even though,
Jeez, I can't get a good picture on this thing.
so we should, I would imagine, I mean, Chaos is way back there, but he should be able to catch up now. And I'm hopeful that on lap 10 we'll have green lights flashing and get back to racing. We'll take a look at our penalties here. Pac-Man's got 6 seconds. Shaney in 8th place has got 3 seconds. And then Miggs in the Ferrari in 3rd place also has 3 seconds. So he's going to have to pull away from the Schmers, Spicy, TTV, even KDM. Because if they stay closely, like tight together, they can easily pull that position from Miggs. They'll lose that podium, but also drop to like potentially P6, P7. But there's lots of racing to happen, so. All right, safety car in this lap.
Okay.
Sketchy has control of the field.
Sorry, I'm trying to be more active on our.
No worries.
Stay.
All right. Rounds the final corner down the front straight into the first corner. Sketchy still has a nice, comfortable half-second lead with 2 Ferraris hunting him down. Everybody's in nice single file. No major incidents. Looks like a big gap between the, I believe, the Williams and Nick Arrow in 9th and 10th has opened up a bit there. Nick appears to have dropped a couple positions, if I'm not mistaken. But now he's back up to 8th place as he passes the second Williams of Shaney. We're still riding on board with Sketchy Bull, who's being hunted down by Curtis, but it's already 9/10ths behind him. And again, Sketchy's got another full lap to build that lead and get out of that DRS. So that will provide us with some spicy racing between 3rd, 4th, and 5th if they all stay together, but I know Curtis really wants
overtake.
to. Oh, did Spicy... Sorry. Oh, Spicy had an overtake on TTV?
No, it was, I'm sorry, I said spicy overtake because it was, KDM going around the outside, or around the outside of the chicane area. I don't know how he did that, and he got ahead of, Nick Arrow.
He did pick up a 3-second penalty, but Shaney has now also picked up a 3-second penalty. Curtis Chaos, his gap is now 1.2 seconds.
And we have Shaney in the wall.
Ooh.
Going up the casino square.
Let's see what kind of damage he has. Visibly it does. Oh yeah, he's missing a winglet. Oh, and then he's bumping the wall. He's got like massive amounts of understeer. Chaos
and
corrupted.
That allows Chaos to
easily
go
gets
right
around him.
past.
So he's got front wing damage. We'll expect Shaney to hop into the pits there, but no safety car for that incident. That's all right. We don't need another one this soon. Another 3-second penalty picked up. Focaccia, the bread
Oh, that's
man.
how you say it?
Well, I say Faux. I just call him Faux. 10-second penalty to Shaney for corner cutting. I mean, this guy's going to get DQ'd in a moment here. That's
to be expected for the corner cut. Can't really take the chicane.
And then another 3 seconds. I mean, guy, come on.
And he's in the wall.
Oh, and a caution. Is that going to bring out a safety? No, he's into the pits. He's into the pits. Now, and he's retired. Okay. Now, interestingly enough, as that went on, we're into DRS now, and Curtis has actually closed the gap a little bit through the swimming pool section there. He did lose about 2 or 3 tenths, but if he
Curtis and Miggs are keeping close together.
Yes.
Also keeping together with Red Bull ahead, and then we have Schmooze who's right behind, and we have Spicy who's 1.3 seconds behind Schmooze.
If Spicy can get into that DRS train, that will be kind of sweet for them. But it just relies on them, just working together a little bit. I know you want to pass people, but at the same time, you want to keep that gap between Nick and the top 5 as open as possible. Because once he gets into that DRS detection, he's going to start making passes. I mean, he started 13th, and he's up in 7th place now, so.
Who did? Nick?
Yeah. Nick did.
Okay.
He's the biggest gainer of the race, with Massive Noogies, of course, being the second biggest gainer, because Massive didn't qualify, because that's what he does. So funny. Curtis has now dropped to 1.6 seconds behind Sketchy.
And Miggs has dropped to a second behind. 1.2 now.
Plus his 3 seconds penalty.
It would be nice if Curtis dropped back a bit and helped out Miggs with that DRS. Because if not, they're under. He leaves them under threat from Schmooze.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice team game right there.
Yeah, but I don't know how long you can sustain that, right? Because if he backs up a little bit and Miggs is able to stick with him, then that's fine. But
sorry, we just had contact. I didn't catch it fully. But it was, I believe, Nick who got pressed up against the wall by either one man or it was Spicy.
Interesting.
But it was between those 3.
Well, Nick definitely does have front wing damage. He's up in 6th.
Which side? Left side or right
left
side?
Yeah, left winglet. I just had him pass through the camera.
That's where he got pressed.
So I can expect a penalty or an incident to be submitted for that. That's for sure. As they, what is this section here called after? I'm terrible with the names of all the sections. I'll let everybody know that.
I don't know the section either.
I know the swimming pool section.
1, sector 2, sector 3.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I know.
I know the tunnel and the swimming pool section. That's it. And then I know turn 1 is Ravats or something like that, but I don't know how to pronounce it properly, and I don't think Sandavat. That's it. Yeah.
No heroics until the Sandavat.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's all I know.
Yeah, same. Okay, so the tightest gap right now is, as you were saying, Miggs has kind of been left to fend for himself. He can't keep up with Curtis. Now, keep in mind, Miggs is on hards, so Curtis still has a little bit of that grip advantage, but the Schmers, who's on mediums, also has that grip advantage and is hunting down Miggs right now. And Miggs has got a rapid pace. You've raced with him, as have I, but he definitely can't keep it clean and crashes a lot, right? So
Miggs, he loses focus sometimes, and that's understandable.
Oh, hey.
I've lost focus many times
Absolutely, same here, right? It's really, you know what, it sounds silly, but at the same time, it's absolutely true that it's not easy to sit there and be that focused through even a 45-minute race. I mean, we got some FWL legends like logical, and now a couple others who have gone into iRacing and do these endurance races, and that takes a tremendous amount of concentration and focus, and you lose it just a little bit, and it's super costly, right? So
that pretty much sums up how my season in WTF went. I lost focus too much, and that cost me a good season.
I actually had a good one for a change. WTF actually surprised me because I skipped the first 2 races. I figured
we had contact between Nick. I'm sorry. We had contact between Nick and one man.
Well,
and Nick just hit the wall in the chicane. Not the chicane.
Oh, he's missing an entire front wing.
Yeah, he hit the back of one man, and then he hit the wall in the hairpin.
But it's a huge train of people behind him now, because we've got KDM, who's overtaken one man. Luckily, it doesn't appear that one man's gotten any damage. And one man is the only one in that group without a penalty. So, but Nick is just struggling and basically losing this race right here. Oh, and one of the Williams goes sideways. I think that was Foe.
It was Foe.
Yeah, because Shaney is out. And Nick stays out. He has not pit for a front wing. What is this guy doing? This is crazy. There goes KDM in the Aston.
KDM goes right by.
One man is going to be looking for an opportune moment to do the same. There it is right there through that sweeping left-hander. Oh, and then they touch wheels.
A bit of contact.
TTV one man now has front wing damage. And Foe.
There will definitely be an incident about that one.
Oh, yes, there will be. Yes, there will be. I can't say with definitive whose fault that was, because it all happened really fast. I'd like to see the replay on that, but I agree.
I did catch a clip on that. I did get to clip that one.
Well, that's good on you there. So, and no safety car. So we're still racing. And this group here, I mean, we've been ignoring the top 5 because they've spaced themselves out a little bit. And nothing's changed. So
finally, Migs broke that gap between those two. And all of our medium runners should be pitting around this lap.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Most of them.
There goes Curtis. Curtis is in for his pit.
Only ones I believe won't pit on the mediums is Massive and Pac-Man, because their tires are only 11 laps old.
Yeah, they pit during the safety car, I believe.
So other than that, I believe our hard runners will be coming in pretty soon as well, maybe in the next 5-6 laps. I think that's how it went.
Yeah, there was about a 5 or 6 lap gap between the 2 stints. Now we have a caution in sector 1 and 2. There's a whole bunch of action going on here. What's going on here?
Yes, it was.
Oh, we've got
Alpine getting all out of shape.
Yeah,
we have one man who has looks like no front wing.
Yeah,
no front wing
there's
on one
all
man's
sorts
car.
of madness here. They're ghosting each other. It's getting gross out there. These guys need to stop. So yes, you're right. One man has no front wing. Curtis Chaos came out from that pit stop. Oh, and one man just, dirty things. Who was that? That was the Aston Martin of the Schmers. One man's got no front wing. And Nick Arrow and one man appear to be doing some things.
Just ghosting through each other.
Yeah, but I believe they were also kind of bumping.
And Schmooze is in the wall, and so is Curtis. Curtis had to come into the pits because Curtis has no front wing no more.
Curtis has no front wing anymore. Oh, jeez.
Curtis goes onto the medium tires.
What a disaster for Curtis.
Probably Curtis's race unless a safety car comes out.
Yeah.
Schmooze was facing the wall as well in that incident, but I didn't catch the full thing. Schmooze stays out, gets ahead of Spicy at the moment. Nick is in the pits. Who else is in the pits? One man is in the pits, and by the looks of it, that is it at the moment.
Things got crazy there. Nick and one man are now out of the pits. Sketchy is still your race leader who has not pit. He has a 5-second gap on Miggs, who also on the hards has not pit, followed by KDM, with a 10-second gap.
And Pac-Man with a 3-second penalty for track infringements. I
Yep.
watched it happen.
Yeah.
And we have Schmooze
KDM
who...
into the
No,
pits
KDM
now.
who comes into the pits.
So we're actually riding on board with KDM. So let's take a rare moment to watch the pit stop in action. Oh, great. The camera angle is like as far as possible away. Fantastic. Okay, Heat Gang. Now up into 5th place. He's on these hards. He's going to have to pit one more time, or do you think he can actually go the distance on these hards?
He can go the distance on these hards.
He can?
The hards should last.
Yeah. So he has rear wing damage. Unfortunately, it's not visible to us in the game. We don't get that level of, we don't get that level of damage detail, which is interesting because when you get hit into the side, you could see like holes in the bodywork when you get into a collision. So I don't understand why when you have rear wing damage, they don't render the graphics for that. It just looks like there's nothing wrong with it. It's very inconsistent. I don't like it.
And one man gets a 3-second penalty for track infringements, and I feel you on that.
Well, maybe not as many.
This is a track where penalties are really common, especially in the chicane part, because a lot of people like to cut that chicane a bit to get more speed out of it and all of that.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Which is understandable, but they take it a little too hard and they lose out a lot more times than they gain.
And it's really funny too, because like when you walk in blind, you think, how do you get track limits? I mean, there's walls everywhere, right? So, but there are obviously some small sections that you can absolutely breach the track limits. And it's surprisingly easy despite how it looks. So, like, as we follow along with its Heat Gang here, he's coming through the casino. Is it the casino tunnel? I don't know. But you're right, this chicane right here, you know, if you miss your braking point, you might have to pull the trigger and get out of there, and you're going to get hit with the track limits on that, depending on how fast you go through it. But as I ride along with Heat Gang, as Massive Noogies moves into 2nd place, Heat Gang just nicked the wall there through the final section as he comes onto the front straight. He's definitely struggling for grip, so whatever rear wing damage he has is not fun for him. Oh, Pac-Man has DNF'd.
And that's in the same spot where Migs DNF'd yesterday.
Oh, and then Heat Gang DNFs as we watch, and we got a safety car.
In the same place, I'm guessing?
Yeah, he came right upon. He didn't hit Pac-Man. He actually clipped the wall right before. So this is beautiful for Curtis.
That's what happened to Migs. He clips the wall and he goes flying into the other wall.
Speaking of Migs, he's in 3rd place. He's got 3 seconds penalties. But he is... Oh, did he just pit? He just pit. He's on 0 lap mediums. He must have just pit. Now, I don't know. Did he pit before the safety car came out?
I believe Migs and Sketch both did. No, I believe Migs... When did Migs pit? Yes, it was before the safety car, because Migs is rounding the final turn right now.
So Sketchy has pit in the lead, maintains lead. He's now on the mediums to take him the rest of the way of this race. Behind
Massive has pit. Well.
Yeah, Massive did need to pit. Everybody is pretty much solid now. There's the oldest tires on the field right now of 11 active cars is the Schmers, and he's on 5-lap hards. He can absolutely take those hards to the end. We
have Foe going on the soft.
Pit for softs? I don't understand that, unless he didn't have any other tires left. That's a possibility.
How many times is Folk pit? Here, let me see how many times Folk pit. Race director.
That was crazy. Pac-Man.
Yeah, he only pit 2 times before this last pit stop right here. So I do believe he had other tires, but I think he believes he can make these tires last to the end.
I mean, if the safety car,
the safety car.
Yeah, well, and I mean that. Hey, that is a real possibility. So, I know some people don't like the safety cars, but I don't know. From an excitement level, kind of bring everybody back together, and then get some more action, get some more racing action. You know. As long as people like stay out of each other's shit and don't crash each other. But you know, that's sometimes a bit too hard to ask.
I do believe we might get a incident report revolving Heat Gang and Focino.
Oh, interesting.
And then, because they had contact somewhere, and then Heat is saying that the game threw him into the wall.
Interesting.
So he's saying that's BS, and that the game threw him into the wall.
Well, I mean, I can't do anything about that, so.
No, yeah, that's understandable. But yeah, that's how he DNF'd.
Yeah, well, and that's a shame. If that is in fact what happened, that's a shame.
So now we're looking at.
I think we might have one more.
This played beautifully for Massive Niggies because if you realize he was needing to pit.
Yes, he was.
He came all the way back up from last. Right? Yeah, he came all the way back up from last, and now he's in P6 because of the safety car. And on fresher tires than almost than the 3 people ahead of him, which is KDM, Spicy, and Schmooze. Yep.
And we're gonna go one more lap around Monaco before we go green. So that Chaos Corrupted, who has stopped, what, 3 times, I think, now? Yeah, 3 times. So has Nick, and so has Foe. So the bottom 3 runners have pitted 3 times. But everybody's on the lead lap. Oh, what happened to one man here? He just suddenly stopped. That's weird. So I do believe we'll go green this time round with 11 running cars left. Nick's in 10th. Sketchy's in 1st. So at this rate, Sketchy will clinch 2nd place in the championship. And Nick will drop to 3rd place. Although I think, is he in 3rd place already? No, actually, Nick is currently in 2nd place. But if things finish the way they are right now, Sketchy's going to take that 2nd place title. I mean, it's not a title.
Who's in
but
first?
R.K. Lawrence, he clinched it back in race 10, I think. So, yeah, he ran away with the season. He's a one and done too. He's not coming back. 7 wins, 3 second places, 1 first or 3rd place. The guy was a machine. He finished on the podium every single race.
I see how he ran away with it then.
Yeah. Severe collision. Chaos Corrupted and Nick Arrow. Chaos DNF'd.
Ooh.
As the safety car is supposed to come in? What's happening?
Safety car stays in. Chaos comes in, safety car stays in, and we just have a yellow. Green flag is waved, and we're back to racing.
Okay, see, I keep seeing yellow on the screen, but we are following along with one man. So we're down to 10. I predicted 6 cars with DNF tonight. Nick, and now I'm moving up the field. Nick is hunting down one man, They're going through the swimming pool section, and Nick is a madman. Just absolutely bullies his way into there, takes the position from Foe. Or was it one man? Actually, it was one man, and Foe took advantage and moved up into 9th place. And then Nick just drives away like a bandit in the night. Let's move up to 7th place with Curtis sitting 8/10 behind Massive Noogies, who, as you stated, started in last place, well, second last place, and has moved all the way up to 6th place in that McLaren. Sketchy has just set the fastest lap on that fresh set of yellows.
Our top two have ran away with it again. Miggs is 3 seconds away from, 3.7 away from Schmooze, and 1.5 away from Sketch.
Yeah.
They've ran away already.
So they got to keep that gap open. Schmooze keeps dropping back. That's interesting. Because Schmooze is on hards. So he needs to.
On hards and everybody else.
We got a bit of a yellow section here. Foe.
And we have Nick, who went for a really. I have no other way to put that. Really dumb move right there, and that almost caused Curtis and Nick their race. And he dives down the inside, and he hits the wall. And Curtis Chaos gets a 3-second penalty. But I don't believe that's Curtis's fault.
No.
There's nowhere else to go.
No. He should appeal that. If he was forced through the chicane by that insane... And the DRS is enabled now. Lap 28 of 39. This race is just crazy. We're down to 10.
And Spicy is chasing down the gearbox of Schmooze coming up to the Casino Square.
Miggs is retired.
Miggs retires in the same
spot.
Retired
Everybody, that's the 3rd car to die there tonight. A virtual safety car. And then there was 9.
And exactly what Miggs said. The exact same place he retired on Wednesday.
Wild. Well, at least this is a virtual safety car, so we should get back underway shortly. One man is pit, so he's on fresh mediums as he inherits 9th place for Miggs in a moment here. And we should be going green right away. DRS enabled again. Sketchy's got an 8-second lead over the Schmurs. Spicy Noogies chasing down the Schmurs for that 3rd place finish.
Oh, here it is. Why is he sending the daily chat? One man is saying that he has 3 clips of drivers intentionally crashing into him 3 times. He intentionally crashed into me 2 times. 2 more times that you could jot clip because I had the right drive wheel.
I mean,
and I could have
put it in
myself.
a ticket. That's what you do. You put it in a ticket, and the stewards will figure it out.
And we're back racing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. We've been just riding along quietly with the Curtis Chaos. He's in 6th place, and he's chasing down Massive, who is right on KDM's gearbox, who is very close behind Spicy, who has just sniffing behind the Schmooze Cruise, who's desperately trying to hold these 4 cars behind him on his 11-lap-old hard tires. And his gap to first place is 10.8 seconds.
I feel like out of everyone here, Schmooze will remain on top in this one, because those medium tires won't probably make it to the end.
Yeah, you're right. They might not make it to the end. The other, or even if they do make it to the end, the drop-off is going to be drastic. And then he'll be able to kind of cruise away as long as he just takes it easy on those tires. I mean, he's dropping back like nearly a second a lap, but he's not letting any of these clowns ahead. So he's doing his job. We're following along with Spicy now, who is 4/10 behind the Schmurge. They pit a lap away from each other, and as did KDM, who's got massive, like all over the back of his gearbox. It's this 5-car DRS train with Spicy, with the Schmooze in front and Curtis in the back, and let's see if Foe can catch up. Oh, and Nick's in the pits again. I don't understand this kid.
What I'm noticing is Nick is a really aggressive driver, is what I was noticing. He's going for every gap that he sees, and some gaps aren't even there half of the time.
All right, well, Sketchy, as we watch this 5-car DRS train continue unchanged, Sketchy continues to build the lead. He's going to win this race if he keeps it clean for the next 8 laps. And Sketchy hasn't picked up a win at all this year, so he'll be happy to snag this. He has had 4 P2s and 1 P3, so a total of 5 podiums this season. 2 poles. And as we go through the swimming pool section, again, everything remains the same. Everybody's not just biding their time, waiting for somebody to make a mistake. Keeping within that DRS, although Curtis has actually dropped out of DRS, which is interesting. Although his mediums are the oldest of them all, except for Spicy, who just picked up another 3 seconds penalty. Let's take a look at the penalties here. Everybody who has penalties has 3 seconds. Nick's got 9. But Massive,
Jeez.
the Schmooge, and Sketchy, 0 penalties. Keeping it clean.
We might have a couple of drivers getting lapped pretty soon, actually.
Really?
Which would be One Man and Nick. Yeah, if you notice.
Oh, yeah,
on,
yeah. I do see that.
Map.
Now, the good news is that at tight street circuits, or at most street circuits, or at all street circuits, actually, now that I correct myself 3 times in a row, we do have ghosting, because, you know, for obvious reasons. So the good news is that when you're being shown blue flags, you whether you keep going or not doesn't matter, because as long as the leader is faster than you, they're just going to go straight through you. So you don't really get held up. It could be considered a distraction for sure, but it's much easier than when ghosting is off, like we do on regular circuits. And
which is actually a good point that me and Heat Gang were talking about on Wednesday. Because on Wednesday we had multiple cars unlapping themselves to the leader, and we were saying that if ghosting wasn't on, this would be terrible for the leader, because he was fighting with Migs at the time.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like this track, because it's short, is probably, well, not probably, is one of the tracks that Wait a second. We have Spicy trying to make a move on the inside of the Schmooze.
And Spicy gets the move.
No, but they
Almost
go to the
done.
swimming pool
Schmooze
section. He's still on the
moves him out
outside.
the
The
way.
Schmooze is like at near stoppage, but Spicy sticks it in the inside and going into the tunnel.
And Spicy gets it done.
He's moved into second place. 22 seconds
Apparently,
behind Sketchy.
Apparently Schmooze does have wing damage.
Oh, and Schmooze is back down the
outside,
but that's not going to work. He's going to have to cut that corner. He picks up 3 seconds, and now is going to have to fend off his own teammate of KDM.
So Cena also picks up 3 seconds.
So now the DRS train has been split up. We've got the Schmooze falling already 1 second back from Spicy. His teammate KDM has the DRS, but it's really hard to pass there. Massive Noogies is now in 5th. No penalties for Massive, and he has DRS, and Curtis Chaos is right behind him as well. So we still have a little bit of a DRS train. It's just a bit smaller now. Spicy continues to open that gap, but he's not closing it on Sketchy. And in fact, if Sketchy really wanted to be cheeky here, he could pit for softs to try to get the fastest lap. But actually, he does have the fastest lap. Does he not have the fastest lap?
I believe it went to Nick. Nick currently
You're
has
right.
it, if I'm not
He
wrong.
did pick up that fastest lap. I mean, it's a risky move. I don't know that he would do it or that he should do it. But it would be, it'd make for interesting racing, that's for sure. I mean, the gap's now 24 seconds. We're on lap 36 of 39. He's just so far off in the distance. Now Nick and TTV are back at it again. TTV is on mediums. Nick's on softs. I don't know how many times that kid's pit. He's 12 seconds penalties, and he's going to try to fight. Like, there's no way you're going to open up a 9-second gap on TTV one man in the last 2 laps of this race. It's just not going to happen. I guess, you don't just stop
Unless
racing.
one man has an
Yeah. I mean, he does have softs and DRS advantage right now. Oh, he's just right up his rear end. Brutal.
Kind of looks like KDM's hanging back from attacking his teammates, what it looks like.
Oh, really? I could see that.
It looks more like KDM staying within the DRS and fending off Massive.
I'm just waiting for the... I'm hanging out in the back waiting for these two to get into trouble.
Which two?
Nick and one man.
I could see that, because it's been Nick who has hit intentionally one man multiple times.
Yeah.
So, I really could see it happening with those two coming together again.
Oof. All right, lap 37 of 39 is about to be complete. Nick peeking on the inside, down the front straight. Oh, and TTV. Oh, and Nick spins. TTV goes wiggly. Nick spins. There's a caution in Sector 1. I don't know if they both have damage.
Dang, you're getting all the good stuff. I haven't been seeing nothing up here. I'm over here trying to get clips for... our
socials.
Insta, and I'm
Yeah.
not seeing nothing.
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah. And I don't even think anybody was at fault there. I think TTV kind of lost the rear coming out of turn 1, and then Nick reacted, and then they both kind of lost it and hit the wall. They're still in the same position. But we're going to move up here to Curtis Chaos, currently 6th place with a 3-second penalty, chasing down Massive Noogies. Massive still Nice solid race. Lap 38 of 39. Massive
And
will...
Sketch pulls a Verstappen. Sketch dives it into the pits for soft tires.
Oh, interesting.
And still retains a 7-second gap.
I did not catch that, but I was wondering. Oh, and then... Oh, who's got the caution there? Oh, Nick retired in pits. I mean, dude, you're a lap and a half away. Why don't you just finish the race and get the points, you silly bastard? I don't get it.
Especially because he was in 9th, so that is points.
It's 2 points.
In Portugal, I didn't understand that we went all the way down to 14th on points.
Yeah, so we go to 16 on points.
Okay.
All right, lap 39 of 39. Is Sketchy going to be able to pull out a fastest lap? Spicy is 9 seconds behind him. The Schmers is 6 seconds behind. And KDM is half a second behind his teammate, the Schmers. But he has 6 seconds of penalties. He's going to lose that position to Massive. Massive's going to finish in 4th place. And I think the Schmers is clear of Massive, though. And Spicy's not even getting anywhere close to Sketchy. Sketchy must be on fire. Let's go follow along with him. Let's follow along with Sketchy through the final sector on lap 39 of this Monaco Grand Prix. The final race of Season X, Friday Night Lights. He may not have won another championship to make it 4 rings, if we had rings. But he's taken another win this season to add to his tally and wins the Monaco Grand Prix by a sizable lead. And did he set fastest lap? I don't think he did, which is kind of crazy. He did not. He missed it by 2/10. Nick also threw away not only 2 points for 9th, but a point for fastest lap. These kids are clowning.
And that is our top 3 for the post at least, which is Sketch, Spicy, and Massive. I believe Driver of the Day goes to Massive again?
Most likely.
And TTV gets another 3-second penalty for corner cutting.
Well, there you have it, everybody. Friday Night Lights Season X is a wrap with a win. And Nick, who's DNF'd, gets Driver of the Day. That's ridiculous.
How does that work?
That's so ridiculous. This game is fucked.
And then again, it gave Carter, who was in AI mode the entire time, on Wednesday Driver. So
I'm not going to finish watching that. Sketchy Bull wins the Monaco Grand Prix, picks up 25 points. Had a fantastic race.
Didn't he lead every lap?
Maybe. I think he might have. I think he might have not led a lap, but I can't remember.
But if he did, isn't that a Grand Slam? Oh no, he didn't get fastest. No, he didn't get.
No,
fastest.
You're right. He did not get fastest. Okay, and where's Spicy? Spicy nuggish. Maybe I'll do it this way. You
Spicy is in
invite to my party. Invite to my party. That's just ridiculous. Nick Arrow getting the... You don't get those points.
doesn't surprise me for this game.
Okay, so I do believe I've invited everybody. I haven't heard from anybody yet. I didn't see anybody
Yep.
join the party. But let me just do a quick calculation of the points here, and I can tell you before we even sign off this broadcast where we are with the standings. Spicy Noogies, congrats. That was a good finish there. Nice race from you. And by yourself, you secured the constructor's title for
Perhaps.
Team Haas. So congrats.
Great job, Spicy.
Yes, of course. But yeah, yeah. 1 second here.
And we have Sketchy Bowl. We have our winner.
Yeah, let's Sketchy first. Well, actually, you know what, Spicy, I forgot to mention. Make sure that you turn on the audio for the Twitch stream, and Sketchy the same, but Sketchy's going to wait. We'll get to the winner of this race in a moment, so stop hogging. Stop like jumping in. Jesus. We're trying to get Massive in here, but his computer is make your party public. Okay, I'll make my party public. Don't worry.
Cool.
Don't worry.
I got it set up.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. 100%.
We want Schmooze in here as well.
Yeah, but I'll direct here. I'll let you guys know when to talk and when to shut the hell up. So just give me a second here while I invite Schmooze. But yes, Spicy. So your take on the race? Good race. Nice way to secure the team championship for Season X. So any other thoughts on the race tonight?
No, it was fun for sure.
Awesome. Let's go to Massive. Massive, are you there? Everybody's included their audio and all their fun stuff. Dude, another last two. You always not qualify. You rip through the field. You put up this performance, and then at the end of the day, you did not get driver of the day. Like, I don't understand. You did get driver of the day. Nick got driver of the day. Nick DNF'd himself on the second last lap. This this game is so fucked. No. We just, because this is Schmooze's last race for the foreseeable future, we wanted to invite him there because he did a stellar job holding up that DRS train in those hard tires. So it will be. I will miss seeing you race. So hopefully it's not a forever thing, but I get it. This new game is apparently absolute trash, and I've just been trash talking EA and Cody's all night. So
You have. I've been here listening to the entire thing. So.
But yeah, your take on the race tonight, Schmooze. There was a lot of craziness going out there behind you, but
oh, I'm sure I've created the schmooze train today. I was quite proud of my train as well for a while, and then I knew that was going to be the corner. I knew that was going to be the corner every time. I was like, I probably should go defensive just every time, and I stupidly tried to judge it, and eventually I got taken advantage of, leaving that door open, and tried to fight it as much as I could, but I had yellow, like full yellow front wing damage. I probably had like an end plane hanging off or just gone or something.
yeah, it's interesting. I hadn't noticed that through most of that stint, but yeah, it was clear that something went wrong there towards the end. But still, a valiant effort and a great battle we were watching. Sketchy, I know you won, and congratulations on picking up a win this season, but we didn't really pay attention to you much because you're just out there on your own, just like Max usually does. So
First time
He
this season.
wasn't. I was. I needed to get pictures for our Insta, so.
Yeah, of course, of
Oh,
course.
fuck's sake.
You'll get some coverage. Don't worry, don't worry. But a
Who
great
knows?
run.
Who
I mean, a
knows?
fantastic race from you, Sketchy. So, um, if you come back, I suppose you'll be dominating again because nobody else is going to come back. I don't know what's going to happen, but
So far, Lawrence may not. Duffy probably will come back. Who knows? I'm even debating if I should come back. I gotta see how the game suits my driving style. I get it pre-released, so
yeah,
I get
yeah.
to test it.
We'll all have our own first-hand opinions by next Thursday it is, or even Wednesday.
I also get
I
the
think if you
pre-release.
pre-order, you get it on Monday.
Get out of here, really?
Uh, yeah, you
Yeah.
get it on the 28th, if you pre-ordered.
No, the 28th is Wednesday, isn't it?
No, it's a Monday, I think.
No, it's a Monday.
Yeah, it's a Monday. I'm off of school, so I can be able to test.
Nah, the 28th is a Tuesday. You guys are crazy. I'm just looking at the calendar now.
Hold on, Dan. Let me go check my calendar.
There was so much
Hold on,
action,
hold on
massive.
a
I didn't
minute
even
here.
do a baked goods talk tonight. So,
Shit, you're right. It was on a Tuesday.
well, all of
Yeah,
you,
it
even up
was.
front, you guys all put on a great show. So I appreciate everybody who showed up. There was, it was looking dire there most of the week. I didn't think we were going to get 10 people. We got a nice field of 17. We got some
Yeah, I saw
great.
17.
Yeah, we got a great. Well, we started with 17, ended up. I predicted 6 DNFs. I think we ended up having 10 or something
Wait, how
stupid
many
like that.
people finished?
No, we had
Eight people finished?
Eight people
Damn.
finished. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it was 9 DNFs, but yeah.
Oh no, I have my photos. Don't worry about it. I got the photos. We're good here. I'll send the link to the post in a couple of minutes here. Honestly, great job. You kept it well together and almost secured a Grand Slam out of it. All you
Yeah,
needed
I'm
was
so
that
pissed off
fastest
about
lap.
that.
Yeah, I know that's
I'm so pissed off
ridiculous,
about that.
but it goes. That's how it goes,
Duffy,
right?
why? I get
All right,
nothing this
gents.
season. I just want one Grand Slam.
Well, there's always season 11. This has been ridiculously long, so I'm done. I'm gonna go and have a smoke, and that wraps up season X for Friday Night Lights. We do have our European Division 1 tomorrow, Div 2 on Sunday. It's actually been pushed up to 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 6 p.m.
Okay.
British time to accommodate the Indy 500. It's a jam-packed weekend of racing. I know we got a
What
big
time would it
NASCAR race.
be?
There's an is there a Formula E car this race this weekend? It's nuts.
What time will it be for PS Pacific Standard? Because I'm the one who commentates over that.
On Sunday, that'd be 10 a.m. your time.
And Saturday as well?
No,
Or what
Saturday's
time is it
staying
Saturday?
at
I'm gonna head out of here.
yeah, for sure.
Fun
For sure.
Okay.
racing, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you. Um, Tomorrow is 8 p.m. BST, which is noon your time. So,
Okay, so it stays at noon. Okay,
yeah.
thank you for that, because I'm the one who commentates on that and gets all the pictures. All
Yes.
right, great racing, everybody, especially from you, Sketch and Schmooze. It was great having you this entire season, and we hope you do come back. We
I
will
hope to
miss you.
come back someday as well. I made some good memories in this league. This was always my favorite one, so I appreciate Jim and everyone for doing all the required work to put it together like this, and always the commentators showing up. It's been awesome. I always went and watched the Twitch replays back afterwards, and that was the only league I ever did this for. So
Wicked.
gonna miss Friday nights for sure.
Wicked. All right, gentlemen.
Sketch and Schmooze, I hope I see you guys on the box with me sometime, and yeah, I'll let JimCab finish this off.
Hey, we don't want anybody to go
Yeah,
away, so in whatever capacity you want to stick around is fine by me. I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you, everyone. 2 more European races this weekend, so stay tuned if you're into that. And then the new game drops next week. and there'll be announcements about when the draft will be and when we'll be racing again. But until next time, enjoy the night. Have a good one.
See ya.